Something really powerful is happening right now in West Africa. It's all about how practical, super accessible AI training is becoming a total game changer for entrepreneurs, leveling the playing field and unlocking some incredible potential.
But before we get into the solution, we've got to understand just how high the stakes are. Get this, up to 80% of startups across Africa fail within their first 5 years. Just let that sink in. 4 out of every 5 new businesses, gone. That's a staggering loss of jobs, of innovation, of dreams.
So, that brings us to the big question, right? Can making AI simple and accessible actually change this story? Could it be the one thing that gives these entrepreneurs the edge they so desperately need, not just to survive, but to actually thrive?
Okay, to even begin to answer that, we have to put ourselves in their shoes. We've got to understand the daily grind for these business owners. And believe me, it is a constant battle on so many fronts.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got this never-ending to-do list. You're the marketer, the customer service rep, the operations manager all at once. And on the other hand, a serious squeeze on resources. Not enough budget, not enough help, and definitely never, ever enough time. It's the very definition of being stretched way too thin.
So, why is this happening? Well, let's break down some of the root causes. First off, hiring skilled talent is just expensive. It's a huge barrier. Then you pile on things like operational hiccups, maybe not having the technical know-how, and those resource constraints we just talked about, and boom, you've got a perfect storm. It's really no wonder that 80% number is so high.
Okay, so you have these entrepreneurs fighting this daily battle, right? But at the exact same time, there's this massive AI wave sweeping the globe. And the tough part, for the most part, it's just not reaching them.
This chart, wow, it tells the whole story in a single glance. Look at that. Globally, AI adoption is just taking off. It's changing everything. But then you look at small and medium-sized businesses in Africa, and that bar is just so low. We're not just talking about a gap here. This is a chasm, and it's getting wider.
And this isn't just some abstract idea. This divide has a massive price tag. We're talking about an AI market in Africa that's expected to hit over $16 billion by 2030. That is a gigantic economic opportunity. But if the small businesses, the backbone of the economy, can't get in on the action, they're missing out on a huge piece of the pie.
So you can see the risk here, and it's not some far-off problem. It's happening right now. As the rest of the world hits the accelerator with AI, there's a very real danger that these entrepreneurs, who are the absolute engines of their communities, are going to get left in the dust.
But what if we're looking at this all wrong? What if the solution isn't some super complex, crazy expensive piece of tech? What if it's about practical, hands-on knowledge? Well, that's exactly where this new program comes in. It's designed to do one thing: bridge that gap.
All right, let me introduce you to SmartScale. And I want you to forget any idea you have of some boring, high-level theoretical course. This is the complete opposite. It's practical. It's mobile first, and it's all about using simple, accessible tools that you can start using today. It's built for the real world.
Yeah, its whole philosophy is grounded in reality. Everything is practical and designed to give you results, like right away. It's mobile first because, well, that's how people work. It uses tools that are easy to get. Many of them are even free. And maybe most importantly, it's all about getting those quick wins to build up confidence and create real momentum.
Okay, so that's the philosophy, but what does it actually look like? What happens in the room? Let's go inside the boot camp and see what these entrepreneurs are actually learning in just a handful of days.
The whole thing is just laser-focused. Day 1, it's all about that quick win. Imagine walking out after a few hours with an entire week of social media content just done. Day 2, they dive into automation, setting up a system to handle one of those boring, repetitive tasks. And then on day 3, they put it all together. They walk out with a concrete 90-day action plan.
And this table here really drives home how it's all about learning by doing. You're not just learning about using AI for content. Nope. You leave with a week of social media posts ready to publish. You don't just talk about better customer service. You literally set up automated replies on WhatsApp. Every single skill is tied directly to a real, tangible thing you can use immediately.
And when you focus so intensely on tangible results like that, you start to see a very real payoff. This goes beyond just learning a few new tricks. We're talking about fundamentally changing the way these entrepreneurs run their businesses.
And check this out. Here's a stat that just blew me away. After finishing the program, people are saving between 3 and 5 hours every single week. For an entrepreneur who's already stretched thin, that's like getting half a workday back for free. That's not just helpful, it's absolutely transformative.
So what are they actually walking away with? It's not just a bunch of notes and ideas. No, they leave with completed business assets, like a real content calendar or a marketing flyer. They leave with a working automation that's already saving them time. They get a personalized toolkit of AI resources, and of course, that super important 90-day plan to make sure they keep going.
And what's so cool is that this very local, hands-on impact actually has global significance. What they're doing here directly supports 3 of the big UN Sustainable Development Goals: quality education, economic growth, and innovation. It's a great example of local action for global goals.
I think this quote just nails it. It sums up the whole mission perfectly. It's not about having the flashiest, most expensive AI. It's about empowerment. It's about closing that skills gap by making tech simple, practical, and all about doing, so that these amazing entrepreneurs can get out there and not just compete, but win.
So I want to leave you with this final thought, because really, this isn't just a story about AI in Africa. It's way bigger than that. It's a powerful lesson, right? In a world that's getting more and more technologically complex, how often is the real key to unlocking all that potential not in the tech itself, but in simple, focused human education that meets people where they are? It's something to think about.